Thanks for everybody being here. It's been a crazy year, and we're not even halfway through it in league play. I think one thing that I've noticed with every single team is everybody can beat everybody. Some teams have gotten some really good wins along the way, and then some teams have had some losses that are kind of that are head scratchers a little bit. So it's going to be an exciting finish. I like our team. I feel like we're still a work in progress. We're not near where we need to be. I think we've shown signs of getting better and some signs of taking a step back. So, hopefully we're one of those teams that has a great last week of January and pushes through February and gets going, and I think we have potential to do that.
Thank you very much, Coach. As a reminder to our members of the media, it is star one to get in the queue to ask questions. Our first questions come from Whitney Hayworth with the Sunbelt Digital Network. Please go ahead, Whitney.
Coach, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Whitney.
You mentioned the potential of your team, and you've seen that a lot earlier on this season. Down the stretch, you've been able to win a number of games. What has that shown about your team's makeup in those final moments and in those final minutes and how they can succeed?
Yeah, we've had so many close games. I mean, our first 3 league games were all decided by 3 points, and we were able to be successful in those, and then next thing you know, we lose at a buzzer beater by 2 points, and just the games are all possession games, and it's one of those things. Can your team be calm in chaos, and we're trying to get there. And the good thing is we're having a lot of experience. And we just lost to South Alabama. It was a close game with 2 minutes to go, and we've had a good amount of those. So the games are exciting. You're hoping that your team gets used to experience and makes the right plays at the end of the game, and we're trying to practice it because we feel like with 11 more league games, there's going to be a lot more of these situations.
Looking at your roster, obviously you knew you were going to have to replace Tukey Brown. And this time last year, you were hoping that Calvin Wizard would be that player that stepped into those shoes. But he hasn't been the only one so far this season. So when you look at a number of the guys and how they've done that, what have you seen from them?
Well, I think the biggest problem with our team so far this year has been lack of consistency with lineups. And we've had a number of guys, get hurt and miss games, a significant part of the games, and Calvin Wishart was one of those. And, Isaiah Crawley, I think, is, one of the best players in this league. He missed 4 games. And so we've had a lot of guys with lineups going in and out and everything else. And we've had 3 games this year. We've only had 7 scholarship players available. And, guys come in, come out, and, as soon as we start getting some momentum, some different things happen. But I think that's been kind of our inconsistency, just kind of been our lineups changes. And, we've been able to try to play a lot of guys at different times, and guys have come in and contributed. So we've had trouble, being consistent, and, not having Tukey Brown and having that solid piece is, that would solve a lot of things. But, the guys that have been there have really played well, but we just haven't had consistency with guys in the lineup or not.
And on the opposite end, defensively, what have you seen from your team, especially with Quan Jackson, national leader in steals so far this year?
Yeah, I mean, Quan has a 6'9" wingspan, and his hands get everywhere, and he's great at anticipating, and we play, some aggressive defenses, I think, that help out with a style and some talent like his. And, our defense, in the games that we've won and been successful, whether they've been on a home or road, we've really bought in, and we've leaked a little bit sometimes on the road and haven't been as good. So I feel like we were trending in the right direction, doing some good things on the defensive end and being able to change some things up. And, we're just going to have to – I think that's really where we can take the biggest jump with our team is getting more consistent on defense, understanding game plans more, not making mental mistakes, and, trying to be more solid there because these games are so close, every little mistake on defense can be big.